like I can just kind of let go of the controls and it can stay somewhat level with it, with the wind.
This is out of the box.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Thanks for tuning in to Essential RC for another flight test. I'm with my friend Finn, and we've got a new Warbird, micro Warbird, to try out from our friends at banggood.com. Interestingly, what does it say on the box here, Finn?
Nothing.
It says for age 14 and up, and Finn's 10 years old, but we're going to bend the rules, I think, Finn, and let you fly it despite that recommendation from Eachine, because Finn here has his B certificate, his British Model Flying Association B certificate, which means he's more than capable of flying something like this. These are great because they have everything that you need in the box to get them flying, less the 4 AA's that your dad just gave me to put in it. They're over there, aren't they? Let's make sure it's just as well, because I left mine on charge at home, came all this way and I forgot them. So let's open it up, Finn, just to show the folks at home what is in the box. And while you're doing that, just to explain, this is the next one in the series, but we have had many of these over the years. I think we've had a P51, a Spitfire, a P40, a Corsair, probably a couple of others, but I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Have you had a BF109?
Yes, a BF109. Thank you for that. Have had one of those as well. So, and they all fly slightly differently, interestingly enough. It is quite windy today, so I'm just conscious the box might fly away. But, so you can choose to get a certain number of LiPos batteries with each of these, and they've sent me one with 3. You get the little USB lead to plug into your laptop or your desktop PC to charge up those little LiPos. Whoops! You get fixed landing gear, which we don't tend to bother with, Finn, off grass, particularly the grass at the field today. But inside, if you flew this inside at the indoor club meets, then it might be good.
I think there's a propeller on the...
And there's there's a couple of spare propellers and the transmitter underneath it. Take the transmitter out.
And there's 3 blades.
3, okay. Oh, there's one 3 blade and one 2 blade.
That's cool.
So there you go. But if you can you hold that up like that to show the folks what's in the box? So it looks pretty good, and the standard Eachine transmitter with its different flight modes, expert, mid and beginner, and an aerobatic button. So we'll explore that in the next couple of minutes when we get it in the air. Thanks for so give us a minute and we'll get it in the air for the first time with Finn on the sticks, despite him only being 10 years old and not the minimum 14 that he needs to be. All right, back in a minute. Right, so here we are, more or less ready to go. You can see how windy it is today from the windsock. It's a good 20-25 miles an hour, but I think this is a good test, Finn, because this has this gyro on board, which I think should make it quite flyable. All right, so do you want to put it on the ground and get it all going? So we turn on the transmitter first. Make sure the throttle stick is at the bottom.
Yep.
Plug it in.
Okay.
It's just as well you've got small fingers, Finn, because my fat fingers wouldn't be able to do it as well as yours. Close the hatch.
Let's get the wires in quick.
Make sure when you do this you keep your fingers away from the propeller and your scarf.
Yeah.
I was just telling Finn, he thinks he's Doctor Who with this long scarf that he's wearing, but seriously you have to be quite careful if you're wearing long scarves like that when you've got propellers around.
Yeah. Can I get the hatch in properly?
Is that closed?
Not properly. Oh, here we go. There we go.
All right, put it down and then hold it up. Yeah. Now to arm it, you have to put the throttle to the top and then to the bottom. There you go. Is it working?
Yeah, I'm going to check all the modes quick.
So what have you got on there, Finn, on the transmitter?
So there's beginner mode or restrict your movement with...
All right, I can't see the transmitter. You got your hand in the way. Okay.
But it restricts movement and has a gyro.
Sorry, and which one? Beginner?
Yeah. On intermediate, it has aileron gyro. I don't think it has a bit of elevator gyro, but it'll give you more movement, more control. and expert mode, just no gyro.
No gyro. But the important thing on the beginner mode is it doesn't let you go inverted, does it?
No.
So it kind of suits all skill levels, I'll say. That's the good thing about it. Right, so I think we're ready to go. My advice is to put it on mid mode.
Okay.
To start off with. And your dad's here. Trev. Trev's going to give it a hand launch.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Right, let me get on this side of you. Hold on.
Just say when.
Now. This is already really
He's
fun.
away. Right, so give us some commentary, Finn.
I can just kind of let go of the controls and it can stay somewhat level with it, with the wind.
This is out of the box.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is so much fun already. You can go through the wind like this. Get a bit of height. I'm gonna try something. Loop.
So you're in mid mode and that's a loop.
Yeah, it won't let you roll, but with the acrobatic switch you can. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Let's get it back around.
So you clicked the aerobatic switch, which is on the top left, and then used the right stick to tell it which way to go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Looks amazing.
All right. Full power.
Go.
So even in this wind, it's...
You can push through it.
Could you give us a low pass as well, Finn?
Yep. And then come back around.
Right up close to the camera. Well done. So you use stirring the sticks to keep it flying in this wind?
Yeah, and sometimes you have to, like with an elevator on intermediate, but if I put it on beginner, I don't really. I can just kind of let go and it'll fly. Like if I...
Because it's auto levelling, is it, more or less?
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not allowing it to roll inverted, which is brilliant for a beginner.
Yeah, it's a really nice beginner plane, because also if you crash it, it would probably be fine, and it comes with so many props. You don't need to really worry about buying more ones. Also, for any people that like more scale details, there's a 3-blade.
Yeah, it's got comes with a 3-blade, spare 3-blade and 2-blade prop.
Ooh. Behind the front, yeah.
Getting a bit leery. So as I was saying earlier, it does come with fixed landing gear, but on our relatively long grass at the moment, it'd be a bit pointless fixing them and trying to take off, wouldn't it, Finn? But if we fly it indoors, which we might do in the future, they might be worth putting on.
You can also buy like these mats that go across grass, but that's long term. Well, this is so much fun. It looks really nice. Has a nice appearance.
Yeah, you were saying the canopy is clear as well.
Yeah, it's nice. They just have.
And it has a pilot inside it.
Yeah. Compared to some of the ones I used to have, it was just like a foam painted canopy.
Yeah.
This is so much better.
All right, do you want to bring it in for a landing?
Yep. Okay. Landing. Oh, coming in hot. The good thing is it even if you come in high, you can just lose a lot of height in the wind.
Yes.
Let's try to get
Try and drop it down in front of us then. Show us your skill.
Come on, wind, allow me to do this, please.
It's got quite strong now.
Oh. There we go.
He's down.
That was really
Well done.
fun.
Do you want to go around and pick it up?
Yep. That was awesome. Flies really nice. Looks really good too.
Come round this side. It's better if I put my back to the wind. Let me come over here. Hold it up to the camera. So you enjoyed that? That's great fun, even in this really, really strong wind. You enjoyed that?
Yeah. It's a nice plane to fly. It handles the wind much better than most planes. And it's just very good for beginners because a few times I lost orientation, but I could just let go of the controls and it would give me a bit of time in the wind. It would just sit there. So it's a really nice plane to fly, really good for beginners. Any person that wants to have a bit of a scale plane but can't afford a big one, it's perfect.
This could be it. All right, we'll put the link to this in the video description and the pinned comment if you'd like to click and look up the price. Otherwise, that's it for this flight test. Thanks for watching, Finn. Thanks for demonstrating that capably
Yeah, thank you,
in
Dom.
these terrible conditions. Thank you for that. And we'll be back soon on Essential RC for another one. Thanks everybody, and see you soon.
That was awesome.
You want to say goodbye, Finn?
Goodbye. Oh my god.
See, Finn is learning to fly for the camera. Crazy. I think it's turned into a kite, Finn. Slightly further forward, can you bring it forward? That's great. Well done, Finn. Awesome flying.
Oh. Look at that. Oh, I think the battery's dying.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting thing to point out as well. So you get a low voltage alarm on the flight battery as well. Because it's certainly not the transmitter batteries, because we put in fresh ones just a minute ago.
There we go.
Superb.
This is awesome.
So bring it round, Finn.
I do definitely recommend this for any beginners or just a lot of fun with your kid at the field.
Yeah, I mean, isn't this, you know, if somebody wants to try out flying, this would be a relatively cheap way to do it and low risk. These things are pretty durable. They come with spare propellers, and the propellers just pop off, don't they?
Yeah. And you don't need any tools, so you just pop them off, put them back on here.
No,
and
it just clicks back on.
Just throw it again and it flies. It's awesome.
So there we go. I think we've just proven that each flight battery, you get 15 to 20 minutes of flight time. Multiply that by 3, you get nearly an hour. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy amount of flight time on this one little package.
Yeah.
Finn, thanks very much for giving that capable demonstration of the Zero from Eachine from our friends at Banggood.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
This is awesome.